I want to say. Where the hell were we? We're back to the realm of Corin. So let me put it this way: in the world right now, things are mostly stable. It's a cold war. A cold war is going on between the remnants of the Tark Empire and the Bristol Commonwealth. And you are all brought into the border territories, a mountainous forested region, mostly a bunch of independent little settlements and city-states. They're trying to remain neutral in the ongoing war between the three main armies of the land: the Vengari Horde, Bristol Commonwealth, and Tark Empire. And you arrive in a village high up in the mountains, surrounded by forests, known as Appleton. And it is run by a gnomish merchant king. Introduce your characters.
That's mine. But I know the build.
So who's playing? Why are you in this area? And you all meet in a tavern of all sorts. A tavern known as the Wandering Whisper. A sort of a tavern and a meetup point for travelers, merchants, and air pilots. And there is a lot of air traffic surrounding this village. A lot of airships traveling in and out of this village. What are you guys doing right now? Introduce yourselves.
I need a grabber. I got outer demon.
Okay, outer demon. All right.
I'm a werewolf.
All right.
I am Tilly Timbers. Ranger.
Okay.
Probably just
Traveling the forest, exploring, making money on the side, being a classic adventurer. Devin, who are you playing as?
I'm playing as Captain Malfoy.
Okay, Captain Malfoy. I already hate you.
Dragonborn wizard.
You are a Dragonborn wizard.
Yeah.
Okay. And you might be.
I am playing Anton Falone, a former soldier turned duelist who is going around trying to explore various fencing techniques and improve my weapon skills.
Okay, now we're all introduced. You are all in the tavern. It is a sort of a local holiday where the various airship captains and mercenaries are betting and putting bets down, and fortunes are made trying to look for the next great airship crew and who's going to find the biggest hull, the biggest cargo, and the greatest finds in this region of the world. Because this region of the world is rich in magical energies, artifacts of fallen civilizations, and all sorts of like historical gold mines of like magic tech, ancient sorcery, ancient secrets lie in these mountains. And this is it's like the gold rush from the old west. It's really what this place is. And people are betting, they're making deals, and it's mostly a mix of all sorts of races: tieflings, dragonborn, and there's like there's elven brewers trying to like going in between the tables and all the rowdiness of the claws and talons and hooves and putting beer into these travelers' mouths. What do you guys want to do?
I have a quick question regarding starting equipment. Do you care if I swap something in my class's starting kit?
I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all.
Okay.
So as this is going on, there's some gambling going on. There's some bets being made, and a local dwarf is having an axe throwing contest and betting money on it.
I do not trust myself with an axe. I stay far enough away from it.
Okay. Also in the area is a dragonborn Bristol mercenary recruiting people for a new Bristol Weld air fleet that is traveling these parts, trying to lay claim to local resources and magitech. And there's a small little corner in the very back where a little hobbit wearing the strange mask and hood something out of an anime. It looks like something out of an anime show. It's like the Onion character from Dark Souls, okay? And he's in the corner playing with this little magical like tarot card, doing tarot card readings.
The Onion guy from Dark Souls.
But a hobbit. And he's doing magical card readings, and he's
I'm not
inviting.
mad at that. I'm mad that you don't know his name.
I've never played Dark Souls, okay?
He is Sigurd of Cantina, and he will fulfill his promise to Yorm the Giant.
So, there's this little tarot card reading hobbit in the back, muttering some like strange things in esoteric language. And he's kind of weird, but he might know something. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna get a drink.
You go to the bar and you're greeted by a kobold little barkeeper, a little lizard dragon creature. He jumps up on the stand. Hey, you want a drink? What do you want? Are you a werewolf?
Yeah?
He looks at you. Take it all! Here, take all my alcohol! Please don't kill me! And you can see him making a strange holy, grabbing a small holy symbol behind his back.
I move up to the bar.
Alright, you're both drinking.
No.
I say,
Alright. He pulls out this old bottle of whiskey and ale and pours it into 2 glasses and gives it to both of you. What? So you're giving your alcohol, and he hides behind the corner, terrified of the strange furry beast creature that approached him.
I feel attacked.
All right, Tilly, what are you doing right now?
I don't know.
And by the way, this is like 2 months after the events at the college. There's a magic card dealer. There's some alcohol. And there's a strange mystic and a local mercenary captain hiring.
I move across to an empty table. After reading my drink.
Staring at you is an ugly, well, not ugly, but a masked-looking dwarf in a red robe and a red hood, just staring at you. He does this, which is roll me.
Are you fighting a guy?
No. It's a religious, some sort of religious symbol. You don't know what its meaning is. All right, roll me religion. Yeah. Roll 20.
+1 though.
Is it okay if I play some background music for my show?
It's fine.
Religion.
Religion is under intelligence.
Yep.
So 16.
That succeeds. You know that this belongs to the almighty religion of the Pastafarian. He serves as a giant pasta god from the lower reaches of the underworld. He is a traveling evangelist of the talking pasta monster that created all creation. But no, seriously, he belongs to a group of a bunch of religious weirdos that no one understands. They know esoteric magic, and they have they're kind of like I'm not going to say Masons, but they're kind of like the little, they're like a secret society in this part of the world. They have it in. They control politics. If you want to get anywhere in this part of the world, you got to know them. They're kind of like, they're a weird mystery cult. No one knows much about them. They're a weird mystery cult, and they worship some sort of strange squid pasta deity.
Can I pull his hair?
Go for it. Roll it.
Want to be under?
Well, stealth, first of all. Agility. Let's go with athletics. Athletics.
Okay, well, athletics I have +6, so.
He sees you. He holds out his magical crossbow. Not a word, you filthy human! Your kind destroyed these lands! Be gone with you!
Jeez, can you be any more loud?
It's a werewolf! Run! They've come to destroy our houses! Eat our sheep! He packs up and he runs out of the bar.
Damn, I didn't get to pull the hair out.
You're a werewolf. Werewolves are kind of like demon folk in these lands.
I figured as much.
What else you guys doing?
Bite them. I'm gonna bite the next person's head off who insults humans.
Okay, I'm back.
Midway through so later as the night goes on, not much happens, but you hear a loud siren going off around midnight. And everyone in the bar is rushing out.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I just don't know how to
Can we tell?
Ooga booga.
And off in the mountains.
Wait, what?
It's a siren is going off, a sort of emergency beacon.
Let's go find out what that's about.
Okay.
I'm sure that
I rush.
You all rush out, and you see a massive airship on fire in the far distance. And this airship is probably the size, like, you know those Fire Nation air cruisers from the last couple episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender? It's pretty much the size of like a frigate, like a modern day frigate. Couple 100 meters long. It's in the sky. It's a massive airship, and it's being assaulted by wyverns and all sorts of flying monsters. It's on fire, and it's probably a couple miles out.
Shield of Faith.
Oh dear, let's hope that does not hit the city.
This beacon they're sending, you see a small little gnome holding onto a sort of magical little walkie-talkie. Yep, tell him. Okay, that airship has some of the most rarest magical technology left in the world. Artifacts. If it falls into the hands of the Vangari horde, we're all screwed. We're all screwed. Your children will be screwed. Your pets will be screwed. We're all fucked if they get their hands on it, man. Game over. Game over.
How about we go and rescue it? Anyone else?
Yeah.
Yes.
On board?
Yeah.
I'm bored.
You get them. What do you guys want to? So the gnome pulls out your own air scuff. And it is an old damaged airship that once belonged to the Captain Zark, the Dirigible. It's been repaired, upgraded.
The original.
It's like the airship the last party captured from the Tark Empire. It's fully manned by a crew of gnomes and furries. Yes.
I pulled it.
There's 3 furries that are coming down the gangplank. Hello there, sir. What is your name? Do you want to pull the hair?
You want to pull the hair?
Pull it.
I'm technically a furry.
You're on I'll show you
Grab
guys.
the hair by the head.
Are you going to make me have to talk to the furry because I'm technically a furry?
Where?
No, these are
Where
more
is
of a
your-
tamed breed than you are. You're a werewolf, but these are like cartoonish looking wolf creatures.
That's why I'm asking. Are we really going to are we forcing stereotypes on me?
Yes, we are forcing stereotypes in this world. Especially those
Right.
creatures. Those filthy creatures. Everyone good? Everyone good?
Just for future reference, so this is where I got it.
So roll me athletics.
He's showing.
19 plus.
You terrify this thing. It gets down on all fours and kind of looks like a dog. They all do. He is the new commander.
This is where I got it from.
All that show.
That's not a hair, by the way. It's a detached nerve.
Oh.
So,
Alright, let's keep it at that one.
so you all get more of the air, this beaten down old air frigate. So a bunch of people are surrounding you. You barely have a crew. You barely have a crew, and you're going up against a fleet of wyverns and other aerial beasts.
I gotta add.
Do you want to recruit? Do you want to recruit? You are surrounded by a shit ton of like drunken air sailors and adventurers.
Do they have cannons? Does it have cannons?
Yes. But so you're gonna need the airship. A bunch of travelers walk up to you. You wrote captain this ship? Who's captain here? Prove it.
I pulled the hat.
Roll. Persuasion. Persuasion.
Persuasion. It's charisma.
6.
The various mercenaries flip you off until get the fuck out of here. You'll be dead by the end of the night. So you have your little makeshift crew, skeleton crew of furry folk, gnomes, and hobbits, and you're going up against a horde of flying monsters. Great. So I suppose you all get in the airship.
Yeah.
You take off.
I'm gonna find myself a spot in the airship that is a nice clear view.
So you take off, and who wants to be the captain? Who wants to man? You're the new air captain. So you roll me. Okay, since you're captain, roll me charisma. See how you man the crew, and that'll decide how this first voyage goes. Your ship barely makes. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
You barely make it through the air. You're slowly making it through the air. You're kind of going up and down. It's kind of a rickety old craft. You're shooting out fumes. As the night progresses, you get closer and closer to the massive air carrier that was like surrounded by dragons and wizards. It's now fallen into the mountain, and its fire is still going off into the horizon. You see mammoth herds below you, local hunters and gatherers, wolves and like saber-toothed cats hunting their prey, and you finally reach where the crash site, probably within a day.
Great.
So fly through the night.
This is gonna look ugly, ain't it?
They want.
Oh my god!
Guys, okay,
So
whatever.
So we're approaching the actual site now.
Yes, you're probably a half mile away from it. The airship,
And the airship's gone down.
it's burning, and it looks like most of the crew is barely alive, and they're surrounded by Vangari horde.
Okay.
Goblins and orcs are gathering around, peppering it with arrows.
Take stock of any artillery we've got.
You have a couple bombs left.
Okay.
You have a
This
few.
distance and arrow's not gonna do. No.
You do have a few makeshift bombs, and maybe a cannon is still operational or two. The ship has fallen on hard times.
And out in front of us are the
Vangari horde.
are there any clumps of hordes that are sufficiently far from the downship that
There is.
we could destroy them without destroying them?
Yes, it appears the airship is in a crater, and the Vangari horde are mostly firing from afar with arrows and trebuchets.
Okay. So we should probably try to take some of them out.
They have 3 Tyrannosaurus Rexes and 2 the Vengari horde are riding on dinosaurs, carrying artillery weapons, and they're sort of like firing arrows and like makeshift like bombs at the aircraft. You do have a couple bombs left. You do have enough like ordnance left over. You could do some damage.
I think we need to try to take out a couple of the
Well, you
the
are.
place is doing the most damage to the
Yeah.
ship.
Roll me.
Can I tell where the most damage is coming from?
Yes, you can.
Let's try to
It's a
make
bit.
it
It's a bit north, coming down the mountainside.
Okay. I think we should try to keep about in that direction.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to pilot this thing and drop the ordnance. Someone's gonna. Someone will. Okay, so for navigation, I think that would be an intelligence roll. Who wants to roll for the navigation, which will be intelligence?
Who's gonna be a good pilot?
If you have me do it, I will pull this.
Hope you still with us?
No,
You telling me?
I'll be the captain, but I will not be the pilot.
I'll go ahead and say that.
Who wants to pilot?
I'll be the pilot.
All right.
What
Intelligence.
not a very good roll, I'm not a very good pilot, guys.
Anyone want to back up the pilot? Who has the highest intelligence roll here?
Probably me.
I'm a plus two.
Me, probably.
I mean, I can grab my die, but
All right. Hope, do you want to roll?
Super low.
What's your intelligence, Hope?
Mine's 5 plus.
my intelligence is 19.
Okay, yeah, since Tilly is terrible piloting this, she's like a little gnome. She can barely. She can't see. She's driving like a drunk driver by an airship. Hope, you as a werewolf, you see what you're doing. You grab the air frame from her and you're piloting it. I'll roll for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Let me drive. Shit, don't.
You should definitely roll for
But you have a 19, right?
That's what, plus 5?
Plus 4.
Plus 4. And, that doesn't beat my...
Your airship is starting to dip and you're starting to go down.
I'm gonna try and level it out.
All right.
Big crash. Like, try to aim, like, when you're landing, you would try to aim the nose of the ship upwards, like a backing can, and take most of the brunt.
Okay. Roll me again. Oh, God.
I got a 11.
Okay. Well, we won't count mine.
Yeah.
So 11 plus...
Plus 4 would be 15.
That you're barely will keep it right above. You're falling, but you're falling in a directed angle. If you're gonna dump your ordnance, now would be the time.
Dump everything.
Who wants to man the gunnery and the demolitions? Who wants to man that?
I have a good dance.
All right, roll me. So to add this image in your head, you're falling down, and you're literally going controlled descent, but you're flying right on a collision course with the Vengari horde. And you're not going to run into them, but you're still, as you're falling, you can dump your ordnance.
Dump what again?
Ordnance, like bombs.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. That's dex?
Yes.
Okay. Just flat dex or?
Flat decks.
Okay. No acrobatics?
Let's add it. If you want to, sure.
Okay. That is plus 6.
At this point, you're going to need everything you need.
Please be good. That's a 17 on the die. 23.
So you're, despite the terrible piloting, but you're being a good gunnery officer, as you're falling down the horizon, you're able to jump every ounce of bomb and ordnance you have into this horde of monsters and dinosaurs and war beasts. So it's kind of like this. You're falling down, but there's a massive river of fire and blood following you as you fall. So you destroy a large portion of the Vangari horde, but then your airship collides with the mountain, and you're falling down in a massive avalanche of wreckage. Everyone roll me dexterity saving checks. See if you survive this crash. Well, let's see if you...
Oh no.
17.
16. That's a dexterity.
Yeah.
17.
Even with my plus, I have a 3.
Hope you take 5 damage. You're all looking around. A little furry comes up. Well, it wasn't the worst crash I ever suffered. Is that one still alive?
Barely.
No, that sounds like you, buddy.
I'm
Is
not
everyone
hurt.
All right. The navigator, a little,
Get that?
a scared little wolf creature
Get that?
with blue fur and wearing wizard robes and like magical navigation glasses. Looks like a cartoonish wizard of some sorts. Well, we survived. My name is Air Lance Corporal Bennigan of the Bristol Commonwealth. Looks like you survived. Looks like we killed most of those monsters. But they're coming for us now. Do you guys want to get the hell out of here? Or do you want to make us...
Absolutely. How many of them are there again?
There were probably 200 of them,
Is there any-
plus 4 Allosauruses.
Sorry, I wanted your captain to help you.
More
Is there any anti-aircraft guns that are still active? Functional?
I can aim them.
We have a tank down in the bottom that we could probably evacuate on. A steampunk tank.
Is there any anti-aircraft guns still active?
Oh, a little hobbit approaches you. Sir, I am Air Lance Corporal Benjamin, and I will man the remaining air gun if you wish.
No, I want you to take this out. You'll stay with the rest.
Roman persuasion. Okay, you succeed.
18 plus something.
You succeed. Very well, sir. So, looking down the horizon, you see a bunch of angry orcs and kobolds and some demon creatures staring back at you. And you hear a loud charge coming up the hill towards you. What do you want to do? Do you want to get down to the bottom tank and try and get to the crash site before, and like, what do you guys want to do? You're in a, what do you want to do in the situation?
All the guns that are still functional. We're gonna hold them here.
Okay. The vast majority of the Vangari horde that was heading towards the air transport that was holding the match attack is heading your direction. This is the Alamo, everybody. This is the freaking Alamo.
Okay, shot in language. Everything from anti-aircraft to bombs. We're gonna use it to our advantage.
The hobbits salute you. You have maybe 3 hours before they get to your point. What do you guys want to do to prepare for the assault? What do you want to do to help you in the coming battle?
I mean, I'm a pretty good shot. I could man any guns.
All right. You have maybe 20 furries and 40 hobbits with you as forces.
So nothing compared to what we're facing.
Probably 300 orcs and a couple.
Bear in mind we're defending.
You're mixing maybe 300 or so, a mix of orcs, gnolls, goblins, kobolds, usual bestial races, and they have maybe 1 Allosaurus with a battle cannon.
What's the terrain like right now?
Oh, you're very high up, and they're coming up for me from the bottom slope. They're gonna have to climb this thing. They're gonna take you out.
Is there a space, maybe not
There's a
where we
ridge.
are, but that I could go somewhere slightly across from?
Yes, there's a ridge. There's a ridge.
Our current ship and set up with my my bow.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I think.
Oh, what do you want to do?
The thing about Kringle guys
I need to.
it's a spread. It's a survival game. It's Shadow Dragon Brothers, and he murdered one of them, and that's why.
I feel like we should try and find higher ground. To be perfectly honest.
You're pretty high up.
That's what your job is. We gotta find.
All right. So is everyone satisfied with the plans, or do you want to plan more stuff out?
I'm gonna set up a couple batteries, a few in some trenches.
You okay? Roll me for that. Roll me.
Yeah.
I think that'd be. Okay, let me see here. With roll me intelligence, because that's gonna require battlefield intelligence.
17 plus. So 18.
You get 3 cannons set up, and maybe you are able to harvest the last of the bombs into a small minefield. But it's not gonna be big.
That's fine.
All right.
As long as we can take at least if we can take a couple of them.
3 hours go by. The main Vangari horde host is approaching you. 300 or so monsters, orcs, goblins. And for that, I am going. This is not going to be. This is not typical combat. This is mostly roleplay combat. I'm gonna roll for the horde. They're gonna fight. Let's see. They're gonna fire a warning shot into you. Let's see if it hits.
Damn it.
Can I borrow your dice?
I'll be back.
That fails. Okay. They don't see you. They don't know if you're alive or not. They were spying ahead, so.
All cannons.
All right, roll for. That would be. Charisma. You're a BM battle commander, so.
18. And that is plus 2, so 20.
All right, you blast your cannons fire, and they belch out, and they blow up quite a few kobolds and goblins and a few orcs. You fire cannons, and you brutally blade their nose. So let's say they're down to 250. They're down to 250. You took out 50 of their foot soldiers. Tilly, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna be going back and forth across the ridge and just picking off people.
All right. To make sure you find the right targets to disrupt their leadership, like unit officers, roll me perception. Because if you get enough high enough perception, you can kill their leaders in a heartbeat.
I'm not rolling well today. That's an 8.
You fire arrows, you got a few squads, but you don't find any real officers, and you're not doing much aside from taking out people. Yeah, peppering their ranks.
Are any of the cannons or any artillery? Is any artillery unmanned currently?
There's one gun. There's one Gatling gun unmanned.
All right, I'm gonna go to that and I'm gonna man it.
All right, roll me. Well, dexterity, I guess.
Just flat dexterity or acrobatics?
Dexterity and acrobatics. You're gonna need it.
13. That's a 19.
You take out another 20 goblins, and you're creating a red Christmas, a red dawn. There's blood all over the snow.
You said this was a Gatling gun I was operating?
Yes, primitive machine gun, anti-infantry.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna roll and see if they can detect you guys. Once again, this is mostly a roleplay thing I'm doing here.
Right.
It's experimental. It's mostly just for fun. 19. Okay. They're able to pick apart the sky. They are able to pick apart who's commanding, and they're starting to direct your fire in your general direction. You and you. What are you doing, Hope? All right. So they're able to pick apart where you're at. Their goblin scouts are able to find out where you're at. So it's gonna be. You're gonna take a 2 disadvantage on your rolls from now on, because now they can direct their fire towards you. So you have more incoming fire.
That doesn't really affect me too much.
Okay, disadvantage of 4 on your rolls from now on. Fine. 3. All right. All right. Fine. All right.
10, but that is also plus 4. So
You're barely able to do much damage, but you do take out maybe a squad of goblins and kobolds. All right, Devin, what are you doing during this whole time? How about this? You're in the back. Tilly, you're still team pop shots. You want to roll another roll, see if you take out a few officers?
Am I doing perception again?
Yes. All right, you're still not able to pick up any officers. And for that last roll, since I got 19, you do lose like one of your cannons. They're able to snipe one of the hobbits manning it, and now you have one of your gun turrets is unmanned.
It's just your.
Yes, they're able to snipe one of your gunners.
That's for people.
All right.
I'll take over for myself. Just I'll take over overs.
Devin doesn't have
Devin, do you want to man the gun?
a gun yet.
Actually,
Yeah.
Devin, you rush and you see a bunch of dead furries and hobbits who've been sniped, and you're manning the other Gatling gun now. All right, you want to do anything?
Continue firing.
All right, roll me. They've maybe lost 80 members at this point.
They are all going to die to heavy artillery. Uh-oh, no, never mind.
All right.
Oh, that's an 8.
What'd you get, Devin?
That's a 9.
Both of you are barely doing any casualties. I'm not doing any well either. I got lucky last time. I took out a squad. Now I got nothing. All right, you're up.
I've been shooting people on my aim or
Amanda, you having fun?
13 plus 4, so that is 17.
You fire a round, and it blows a few. You fire a round, you take out a velociraptor being ridden by a couple of kobolds, and it collapses. So you take out another maybe 8 soldiers.
With all 3 cannons.
Okay, if you're firing all 3 cannons, let's say.
Plus, as I said,
Oh, okay. With that blast, you got 17. You take out maybe another 20 goblins and kobolds. Now, Hope, what are you doing during all this?
Is she back from running out the dog?
I wasn't here for the beginning, so I had no idea what's going on.
There's a ground battle going on right now.
Massive assault. There's a massive assault.
And I'm wandering around the ridge using my ranger skills and trying to pick off people in combat.
They're not in the area though. You need to find them, yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to join the battle, and I'm just going to fire.
Yes. As you enter the bar, you see a kind of your bar.
So you're holding off the bottom any goblins or kobolds that make it through the firing line and are trying to enter the wreckage of the ship. Sound good to you?
Hello. Would you like a drink?
All right. Now, who's going up next? I'm going to roll. Who wants to, you want to roll, or did you already?
Did I already roll? Or for this, I guess, round?
I think we've kind of gone a full round.
All right. I start first, and then you go, then we go in this circle. So I got 17, and they fire their last remaining trebuchet, and they take out another four hobbits who are manning the. Who are with Hope's unit, holding off any stragglers. At this point, I say you've lost like 12 soldiers, but they've lost a shit ton more.
8 entirely.
Yeah, so.
Actually, I'd be over, actually, since the 20.
Yeah. You're up.
Hold on. Have you seen
Second.
12
plus 4 is 16.
You take out another. You fire your cannons, and you send another 15 goblins and kobolds to screaming back to hell.
Maybe I have. Maybe
But
I haven't seen one of
all right,
them.
you're up next, Tilly.
I
Yep.
very first used
Still trying to
stomach acid,
figure out who's in charge and take them out. 9.
You're picking off, but you're not killing anyone important. Just stragglers. You're up.
All right.
Not finding the
So clearly I held down the fire button for too long, and now my aim R&D has gone up, and I can't hit shots. I'm just gonna stop shooting for a little bit, just to get my handle on the gun again.
Yeah.
And just survey the battlefield and see where the most grouped up group of.
Everyone's centered around it now. Roll me perception.
Yeah, you have it from your background.
You said you had it, so you had it.
I love expertise so much.
All of you have it.
That's a 21.
So, an Allosaurus is the command vehicle of this army. And on top of it is a large Null war priest, covered in bones and feathers, shaking his magical staff in the air. He appears to be a mix of a shaman with a war boss with a war leader.
Well, I'm going to make him a pile of flesh.
You have a disadvantage of 3 on this one.
What?
Disadvantage of 3.
What does that mean?
Meaning...
Just like -3 or?
Yes, -3.
Okay. Still acrobatics?
Yes. Yeah, you can use everything you need.
Okay. So that's, if it's -3, that's basically no proficiency bonus. 18.
What'd you get? 18?
That's a 21 total.
Yes.
You fire your gun, and I'm going to try and roll and see if I can avoid this. Alright, since you rolled higher, you blow his freaking head off.
Oh.
And the horde starts falling back.
I guess the slow and cautious approach, slow and observant approach was better than just gun them all.
The Mangari horde starts to fall back, and they're regrouping to a better location.
Unfortunately, you did not have a Gatling gun.
You blow up the entire war boss and his command staff. And the Allosaurus is now leaderless and it's running around all directions, fighting off any creatures nearby it. So congratulations, the battle has ended in a status quo for the moment, but they will be back. And night is starting to fall. Do you want to try and make it to the wreckage of the ship and trying to get whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, let's try and get
So, in the bottom of the ship is a small hobbit mage, or what you think is a hobbit mage. Puts his hands, he turns into a dragon. An ancient red dragon. He speaks to you. You've proven yourselves worthy. I am Lord Tysel of the Bristol Commonwealth. I am one of the oldest beings left in these lands. Who will ride me?
Oh, thank fuck he's not going to kill us.
We need to get that magical artifact. So you have a red dragon you can fly to the wreckage to make this quicker.
Alright, well, who wants to ride it?
Who wants to pilot a dragon?
Let's take it, man.
Tilly, do you want to pilot the dragon?
I think we've established that I'm not a very good pilot.
Hope, do you want to pilot the dragon?
I would if only my religion was not based around
No one seems to answer, but something.
I mean, I guess I'm not a pilot. I'm a former soldier turned fencer. But sure, I'll pilot the dragon.
They bond with their owners. Think dragon. Think Aragorn logic here.
Okay.
Y'all want to get on the dragon? You fly the dragon, and as soon as you do, really cheesy, crappy 80s music starts playing, and you hear the song, Believe with all your soul, you will find the magic adventure. And as this is going on, you hear a loud gunshot. That's stupid.
As the song's playing, I just look around.
You're hearing the theme music for Velcor from Neverending Story.
Oh.
I'm bashing the crap out of that movie right now.
Yes, please do watch that.
You're flying this dragon, you're in like saying, yeah! A little hobbit's doing that. You make it to the airship's wreckage, and maybe it takes you a couple hours. It's huge. It's probably twice the size of the dirigible. It's probably the size of a cruise ship that you'd find in the Arctic Ocean. It's huge, and there's wreckage, dead bodies. But the more you get into so I tell you all get off, and you want to go into the wreck of the ship, look whatever you can. Everyone, roll me investigation.
Thank you, God.
Yep.
Yep. All right, between all of you.
21. God.
Okay. Between all of you, you're able to find maybe 5,000 gold's worth of sensitive magical artifacts covered in ruins and iconography of an ancient civilization you can't even fathom. What you're seeing here is stuff that defines imagination. Magical crystals, swords, armor, and you have enough here that you could probably make a lot of cash if you want to sell this back to the Bristol Commonwealth, or if you want to use it yourself. A lot of ancient technology is here. Ancient magical weapons, enchantments, some are elvish, some belong to ancient starfaring races. You don't know.
What kinds of weapons are we looking at here?
Magical spears that erupt into a massive explosion the moment they hit something. A magic ballistic missile.
So, do not use them in melee. Got it.
Yes.
And you're able to, between all of you, every now and roll me, the Vengari Horde is starting to show up again. You hear loud screams and cries. Everyone roll me acrobatics to see if you can get as much of this stuff loaded before it's too late.
6.
Unless
Oh, roll me acrobatics. Athletics. Athletics is what I meant.
athletics, that's even worse.
Oh, that's better than me for me. That makes my 8.
What'd you? Man, you guys need to go to the gym more. You're
I got 12 strength. That's not that bad.
you're able to load maybe 1,000, maybe 500 pounds worth of crystals and magical books and relics, but the rest needs to be destroyed before they get here.
Well, would have loved to have all of that money.
No, this time they're coming with even more vengeance. 4 Allosauruses and maybe a few trolls.
Hold on. We have the spear ballistic missiles.
Yeah.
We can, I don't know, get to high ground and throw them and rely on
Roll me a
all
perception
of them.
check.
Anyway, I need to actually find the
Perception.
Perception. I love expertise so fucking much. Oh my god.
I think it'll be kind of funny to give it to you guys.
24.
You realize, using your mathematical genius, that you can set an avalanche and destroy the entire army with a magic missile of sorts.
Alright, where's the wizard?
But you're gonna have to pull this off pretty well.
I'm going to share my findings with my teammates.
Okay.
All right, so
Where do we need to aim this thing?
Yeah.
Make that avalanche happen.
Where do you need to aim it?
right where you were just off, right where the dirigible was.
The what?
The dirigible, the
so
airship.
The airship that we took to get here.
Okay, that's okay.
That spot is where we're aiming it at.
Hey, look!
Alright, so we're
Hey, look!
so we left the airship or
Yes, you all
Do we
left.
still have the dragon?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
true.
that's what I'm aiming for. You're gonna pilot this dragon and maybe try and set up a chain reaction and kill the Vengari Horde.
Is the dragon willing to fight this horde for us?
Yeah.
Dragons hate the Vengari Horde, especially if they are Bristol dragons.
So will this dragon in particular, if we ask it to fight this horde attacking us?
You have my word, young one. You have my word. Which is my worst attempt at a. Who's the guy from Braveheart? That Braveheart? No, not Braveheart. The one where it's like I don't know. He's playing the role that Scottish actor, Patrick Stewart. He sounds a lot like Patrick Stewart.
Okay.
He's saying, "I will do what you ask," or the voice actor from the original Dragon from Dragonheart. So he's asking, "I will help you in this regard, but you must return those artifacts to the Bristol Commonwealth."
We're trying to pile all of the artifacts that were in the ship onto the dragon. Yes.
Yes.
It is going to be a bit tricky to do that if the dragon is fighting an army.
No, all you need to do is just throw the frickin' missile at the frickin' avalanche.
Throw the missile on the dragon and make the avalanche. Then we have all the time in the world to
Exactly.
blow it up later.
My initial idea was have the dragon. Will this avalanche destroy the ship? And
That's a good question.
If you roll right enough, it won't.
Okay, so avalanche plan.
You're trying
I
to
was
cut.
thinking that we would improve our chances of making the apple hitting the right spot if we took the dragon to get a little closer.
Oh, did you actually do the campaign?
Okay, let's do that then. I like that idea better.
Who wants to roll for the? Who wants to fire the magical missile and cause an avalanche that kills an entire horde of monsters?
I assume this is going to be like basically a dex-based attack roll.
Yes.
So, who has the highest dex?
I have +4.
Same.
Okay, both of you have the highest dex.
All right,
But I'm not rolling very well today.
Devin, it's all on you.
Good luck.
You just got me to let you outside.
Should she add proficiency bonus to this?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you just here for attention?
7, 8, 9, 10, and you roll. 12.
It doesn't succeed.
Unlucky.
So you're now in the air, and you have what little magical relics you were able to get your hands on, but the Vengari horde is reaching the rest of the ship.
Can we blow up the ship?
That's what I was.
You could, if you aimed it at the main reactor, yeah, it could blow up the ship.
All right.
If we can't keep them off the ship, then we keep things in the ship away from them.
Yeah.
You could, if you fire the magic missile at the ship's reactor, you could blow it up and destroy the artifacts. Yes, but also destroy the horde from getting their hands on too.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Wait for a bunch of the horde to get to the ship.
Yeah.
And
All right, who wants to fire the next shot? And this is all happening. You're flying this dragon. He's just flying in the air there. Man, you guys are terrible shots.
I know.
You humans, you're
No,
terrible
not me.
shots.
Not me, because I just want terrible, so I'm like, nope, not me.
I'll fire.
All
I was
right,
like,
Am I throwing a thing, or am I?
You're throwing it, yes.
I'm what?
You're throwing it.
Throwing it.
Yes, you're throwing it.
All right. Throwing the missile. I have been rolling so good today.
What'd you roll?
21 again.
You fire it, and you have a massive chain reaction. The ordnance that was like, if I had to use it like a modern day scale, you know the bunker buster we dropped on Osama bin Laden, or like those Al Qaeda leaders a couple years back.
No.
Let me put it this way: this is the largest explosion you can have without it being nuclear. You take up maybe a quarter mile of like land.
Wow, that's a lot of land.
You blow up the entire horde, and blood's everywhere, explosion, and you're setting off chain reactions. They're destroying much of the surrounding mountainside and forest.
There was magical stuff there that probably.
Yeah, so you got some, but you were able to get your hand on a few magical history books and scrolls that could be used for alchemy and some magic tech down the road.
And hey, at least the horde didn't get it.
Yes.
Or so you think. And that will and as the dragon flies back to the main port city, you're greeted by an entourage and platoon of hobbit guards and elven rangers. And you're all hand. You know what's the term like when you put a freaking bag over your head and you're shoved aside?
When you what?
You're being arrested.
Oh.
And you're getting the bagged.
Here's where the window is, but it's higher
You
up.
get
Turn the lights.
There's no window right here.